A British court has decided that Michał Kuczmierowski, the former head of the government's Strategic Reserve Agency, can leave British custody on £565,000 bail. First of all, this is an embarrassment for the current ruling team, because we all remember the statements of Mr. Bodnar and other politicians of the Civic Platform, who have already prejudged his guilt, and they think that in other countries in Europe, it is like in Poland. That is, what a politician says will be executed by the justice system. Michał Kuczmierowski was the head of the government's Strategic Reserve Agency. Mr. Michał Kuczmierowski has said that he will answer to a Polish court, but he is asking for a letter of indictment, that he will not be put in Polish custody, but instead will remain free until trial, as it should be. The consideration of Michał Kuczmierowski's case follows a social media post by British politician and entrepreneur Ben Habib, to which US billionaire Elon Musk responded. We have a politicized criminal justice system. We even do the political dirty work for foreign regimes. In a British prison right now is Michał Kuczmierowski, a former minister in the Polish government. He is being held pending an extradition hearing in July. He has been in our prisons since September 2024. He will have been in jail for nearly a year without a trial. That is a full sentence, and he has not even been tried. The UK must stop acting like a banana republic. There is no justification holding him like this. Michał must be released on bail, pending his hearing in July. Elon Musk, please help. Yes. Ben Habib is a friend of Poland. He was recently a guest on Michał Rachoń's program Jedziemy. Yesterday on the X platform, he reported on the Kuczmierowski case. I am delighted to report that Michał was released on bail today, a victory for Michał and British justice. I must also report that I have been personally attacked by certain parts of the left-wing media in Poland, simply for standing up for the most ancient of human rights, habeas corpus. I made no judgment of Michał, one way or the other. I did not advocate his innocence or guilt. I merely pointed out that there was no basis on which he should continue to be imprisoned without trial. Those who do not respect habeas corpus stand against human rights and democracy. Thank you to Elon Musk, TV Republica, and Michał Rachoń for your support. Behind the attack is the famous searcher for Russian influence, where it doesn't exist, because where it does exist, he somehow doesn't see it. Tomasz Piątek himself is a figure from the category of those who will attack virtually anyone who doesn't match his vision of the world, and his vision of the world oscillates between madness and mammon. Tomasz Piątek, after recovering from a drug addiction, which he himself has publicly talked about,
bardzo chciałem brać heroinę i brałem ją długo.
Began to create leftist texts, attacking everything on the right. Virtually all of Piątek's publications, but also those of the circles associated with Gazeta Wyborcza, are written in Cyrillic and smell of Russian snuff from a distance. And at the end, you can still hear the sound of Russian rubles. Interestingly, with the approval of Kuczmierowski's release from prison, the deadline for a final decision on his extradition to Poland has been postponed. All this indicates that the British court has doubts about the Poles' guilt. Therefore, presumably, the British court wants to investigate the case deeply to see if it is a political matter. On these decisions of the British court, the politicized prosecutor's office came to the conclusion that it would make a scene and take action against other people. People were detained. Since the government was formed on December 13th, Poland has seen the use of the prosecutor's office and the services, as well as the police, as an instrument of political struggle. The fact that such people are detained, whether they were associated with the Justice Fund or with other initiatives that served the public good, and that these people are now being accused of the most severe things, this is vividly reminiscent of the case of Alexei Navalny. These are typical actions of totalitarian regimes that finish off their political opponents under the guise of fighting crime.